I'ma blow up. Yeah.
Okay, you beautiful fandom, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and the location, yes, I know I mentioned this every single video, but the location that we are at tonight, it is an area that has a lot of traffic going by, but not, heavy traffic as in a highway outside. Granted, there's a highway down the way there, but that one's not noticeable. The traffic that's heavily noticeable is the cars that want to go back and forth, back and forth. So usually I don't have that happen, and I hear one in the background now. It's honestly kind of distracting me and making me a little self-conscious, but I know y'all don't really care because y'all understand that I'm in the back of a semi-truck. So yes, I am in the back of a semi-truck, so yes, the outside noise will creep in, and I get self-conscious about it, and I know y'all never complain, and I thoroughly thank y'all for that, but you know what? Y'all don't care about that, nor do y'all care about this shirt that I have not worn in months because I couldn't fit in it properly, but I can officially fit in this shirt now without it feeling really, really tight on me. That is because I have probably lost about 35 pounds now, so thank goodness for that. I feel better. I fit in my clothes better. I'm actually wearing a belt now. Well, not right now, but that's a whole nother matter. But that sounded weird whenever I stop and think about that, saying it's a whole nother matter that I'm not wearing a belt. Pretty much, I'm just relaxed, and I took the belt off. There we go. Okay, that sounds better. Okay, so now that I'm getting a little off track, yes, I feel better. I lost weight, blah, 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 blah. Y'all are here so y'all can see my reaction to Volume 6, Chapter 4, though. So, yes, we are now officially done with the really big, expository, lore dump that we had in the previous chapter. And now we're going to have to deal with the ramifications of everyone kind of getting on to Ozpin and saying, why did you keep this from us, and this and that, and then we're going to listen to Oz probably say, or Ozma, well, maybe I should start, no, I'm not going to start calling him that, listen to Ozpin say that, I didn't want to cause a panic, and I didn't want to discourage y'all, and this and that, and, and I understand. He didn't want to cause a panic. He wants people to keep hope alive and this and that, and wow, that noise out there. Wow, you know what? We're going to drown the noise out. I'm just going to go ahead, jump into this episode. The episode title is So That's How It Is. I'm presuming that is going to be a Crow episode, because it's going to be Crow looking at Ozpin and saying, so that's how it is. Or it could be Yang. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, and play. Okay. Let's do this, y'all. Oh, yeah. There's a whole intro involved in this, but this intro is now a lot more interesting because of all the stuff that we've seen previously. I'm going to try to touch on everything, such as that moon being shattered. They don't show us... Oh, wait, yeah, they do show them going through the moon and shattering it. But, yes, this intro is definitely going to have a lot more significance now that we know a lot more. I'm waiting for them to get to some parts of it, but there's that Grim that was a part of when they became, godlike figures. I am still wondering about them getting, snatched up by the Grim. I don't know if that's kind of symbolic or what yet. But we do got Ozpin coming up here in this intro as well. Oh, there's Salem. Yeah. And all that cloud of dust is from the previous chapter. Then we got that one right there from the statue. These are all the previous versions of Ozpin. But yeah, Salem was at a statue of Ozpin. So yeah, so much more interesting stuff. That's what I mean about the intros to this show. if you've seen the show enough times, or you've seen the episodes, then these are not spoilers. These are just things that are foreshadowing, and you don't get it until you actually see it in the show.
Salem can't
So,
be killed.
yes.
You all heard her too, right?
I knew that's what they were going to be upset about.
There was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Yeah, I get it.
Professor,
I still calls him Professor, though.
what is your plan to defeat Salem?
To get the relics together.
Don't have one.
Ah! Oh, there's Crow. Wow. Oh, Crow. Don't forget, it is a little kid there.
No one wanted me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world. I thought I was finally doing some good.
Oh, you are doing good, dude.
Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Oh, he's got a point, though, too. Wow.
Maybe you're right.
Oh. Oh, yeah, now you're going to feel the punch.
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone.
Huh.
It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our head.
Can he do that?
I
Wow.
hate this. I want
I know
to
he
stop.
can, or he wouldn't have just did it.
What are we gonna do now?
Enough!
Hey!
Get a move on. It'll be dark before
I forgot her
we know it,
name,
and
but
every one of you
yes.
is spewing negativity. There's a trail over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but
No buts.
I like her.
understand that
I
you're
really
upset.
like her.
Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around. If we don't move, we die.
You know,
And I'll be damned if I've lived
She's
so
got a
long
point.
just to die out here in the cold.
she's just some random stranger. They have no idea who she is.
And she's right.
And she's like, I'm still coming to terms with this is humanity's second time around. Y'all have no idea how hard it is on her to comprehend all of what she just saw. But, I mean, come on, y'all. And then you're going to push her on the motorcycle. Dude, just because he's locked himself away in your head doesn't mean that you don't still come with them.
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Rooby. We're better than that.
I feel for Crow, too. So we're coming back over here to visit Salem. You know, I like that airship. I don't know what it is about it, I just like it. Mercury! You know, Mercury reminds me so much
Welcome
of
back,
Scarlet
welcome
Witch.
back. I do hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
Let's go.
Mainly because Scarlet Witch in the comic books created her own reality, and she can kind of do that if she wanted to.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
You know, I liked Tyrion
Emeralds, come on.
Don't
at the
tell me
beginning,
something happened
but
to her.
I don't know. I'm not feeling him anymore.
I will cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Back off, freak.
Mercury is, though.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you. Because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
I mean, I like how crazy he is, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Maybe he's just hamming it up a little bit too much right now, and I don't like that.
I would like you to explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
You know, knowing the background of Salem now,
Stop.
kind of makes me like her. Which means that's probably why all of you like her.
Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
Thought I saw something out there. Don't say you.
Take full
Ah, dude, don't do that.
Wouldn't be fair now, would it? We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't.
That's why we're seeing those things in the intro. Because she controls the Grim. Well, I don't know. She controls it here. And this used to be the God of Darkness's home, I believe.
I want you to tell me whose fault this was.
Team Rwby, right? Blame them.
Cinder!
Ah,
We failed because of Cinder.
okay.
That's right.
So you're gonna admit it.
I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
Hmm.
You mean
She's alive.
you're joking? How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine
She just
savior?
knows. Granted, she also has a viewing globe as well, but still.
Of course not. Forgive me.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love, justice, reverence.
Love and
But
justice.
the moment
Those are
you
two
put
key
your
things.
desires before my
But
own,
reverence.
they will be lost
I
to
like
you.
that new one that she added.
This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only
Wow,
found
that is quite the statement.
through me.
It's simply the truth.
And so we must press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am.
Okay, so
I
the
have
sword is under
more to
Vacuo's
report.
academy.
Crow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led by Ozpin.
So soon?
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that happens,
Oh. Interesting. Just the mere mention of Oz's name.
Your Grace, I can...
Come on.
And it's going to shatter when those doors close. Oh, it didn't shatter. Well, at least she had a little bit of self-control. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, wow. This is really beautiful forest. I love it.
Doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
I just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas.
Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better?
Trails do lead somewhere.
A defenseless old lady.
Everyone quiet. Do you hear that?
Okay. So who are we coming across? I feel like I should know this building. Brunswick Farms.
One good thing happened today.
It looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
Okay, so you ain't just leaving, so that's a good thing, Crow. Okay, so I had a feeling that we weren't going to do anything more with this episode than them getting where they got to, and then we have about a minute's worth of credits. I'm actually going to try to, pay attention a little bit of these credits while I'm talking with y'all, but it looks like the only thing I'm getting is kind of a overview of the forest and the trail. I'm not getting much of anything, so I'm not even going to pay much attention to it. I'll glance over at it from second to second, but I'm not going to really pay it much attention because all we're getting is kind of conception art for what they were envisioning for the episode itself. So, with that said, it's not the best episode to precede such an episode, but in all honesty, there's not really... I think that's why they chose to do the episode the way they did. It's like, okay, now that y'all had all that lore dump, here's a quick 13-minute episode, just to chill out with and kind of gauge where we're going next and kind of stuff like that. It was kind of a settle down episode. You get to, now you get to slow down and take a breather, and you get to see where everyone is after having that information. I think the old lady's, reaction is kind of the best one. It's like, look, I'm not even a part of this crap, and I'm still coming to terms with this is humanity's second time around. So it's kind of like, look, y'all need to kind of chill out, calm your tempers down, because, y'all just doing nothing but negativity and all that stuff. So chill. And hence the reason why I'm thinking this is more of just a chill out, relax, and just, kind of episode. Granted, I understand also why, Crow ended up punching, Ozpin and stuff like that. But at the same time, he also punched a little kid. I mean, granted, yes, it was Ozpin in the body of that little kid, but it's still Oscar as well. Oscar was in there, and once Ozpin left, he left Oscar with the pain of that punch. Which, me thinking out loud now is kind of getting me thinking like, that's kind of like you. It's kind of like Ozpin. He is kind of, when things get a little tougher, he kind of backs away and leaves the situation. But at the same time, he hasn't really, well, no, I can't say that, actually. I don't think I've seen him just back away and leave the situation every single time, because he stayed there with the whole Cinder thing as well, and he ended up getting killed when, that battle went down with, Pyrrha and Cinder, and he also got killed in all that. Granted, he came back, but, he didn't get killed, though. So there's a lot to this, and of course, I'm going back to chapter 4, because chapter 4 is where we have so much lore dump, and we could definitely talk about that one for days on end, really, because like I said in the afterthoughts of, after watching that a few more times, I was like, you could watch this thing 15 times and come out with 15 different new viewpoints about everything, such as I am still just flabbergasted by these gods. I mean, I look at the God of Darkness, I'm like, I understand his point of view. I look at the God of Light, and I'm like, you're just a prick, dude. It's just, the God of Light's supposed to be kind of the, you know, kind of the justice one, or the righteous one, or, you know, whatever you want to put it. And the God of Darkness is supposed to be the bad one and the evil one and stuff like that. And I know they're really supposed to be more of a yin and yang type thing, balancing each other out. But I look at the God of Darkness and I'm like, I like you more, dude. You are, you know, you're nice. You know, she came to you, and said, hey, you know, revive him. He's the love of my life, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you come to me. Sweet. Awesome. Here. So be it. And he's, you know, he's kind of giving to be the God of Darkness. So that's just me on the outside looking in. And I also understand Salem. See, I understand all of their perspectives is my problem. And I don't want to feel like I'm a fence rider, because when something is wrong, I call it out for what it is. But perspective-wise, I can understand where Oz is coming from. He doesn't want to cause panic. He wants to continue to have hope out there alive. Granted, he doesn't have a plan for what to do about Salem yet. And I get that. You know, it's going to be difficult to, you know, either kill her or destroy her or whatever. I don't know what he's going to do neither. The only thing I think you can do is to bring the relics together and let humanity be judged. So that's probably ultimately what they're going to have to do to end the series, and I really hope that there is no static in this, because I accidentally left something electronic on over there that causes a lot of static. But we'll find out later. Nonetheless, though, I will talk about Crow really fast, and I think I did talk about Crow. I understand where he's coming from, too, though, because he thought that it was a good thing that, you know, of what he's doing, and, you know, he thought he had some good luck in his life, and then all of a sudden he feels like, now meeting you is the worst luck I could have ever had. So I get where Crow's coming from too. He's like, I lived my life in servitude of this cause, and now I'm finding out that this cause is not an obtainable cause. Screw you. And, you know, then he punches him. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of layers going on right now. Plus, there's so many more questions. And, I mean, because he still says that Kane's still got some tricks up its sleeve. I know that's not really important right now. There's still quite a bit more stuff out there that we need answers to. And I think we'll probably get them. A lot of answers in this volume. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I'm going to pass it off to y'all, though, because I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes now. Well, not rambling. I've also watched an episode with y'all, so... But nonetheless, though, I have been talking and rambling a little bit, and it is now up to y'all, though. Jump down there to those comments, hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says...
And I like you as you are, I do.